In this video, I'm going to be going over the top 10 must-have cards in Season 4 of NBA 2K23 Myteam. There's going to be a ton of different price points. There's going to be some mid-tier guys, some expensive cards, some budget cards, and some free must-have cards as well. And we'll be going over the top 10 must-have cards right now in NBA 2K23 Myteam. But the first card here I want to talk about, not necessarily ranked in order, but number one here is going to be the Pink Diamond AK-47. He is an amazing small 46'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. I'm not 100% sure on his price. Last time I checked, he was around 40,000 MT, but he might be a little bit more or a little bit less now. He's going to be probably the best defender in the game with a 97 block, 97 steal, 97 lateral quickness, 96 perimeter, and a 94 interior defense. I mean, there's not much else you can ask for on the defensive side of things. He's got Hall of Fame anchor, challenger, clamps, glove, interceptor, menace, off-ball pass, and post lockdown as well. I mean, this card is an extremely good defender. He's also got Hall of Fame clamp breaker and quick first step as well. Those are two of some of the best Hall of Fame badges in the game. I mean, this card all around does everything on the court at a very high level. I mean, he can actually handle the ball pretty nicely with a 90 ball handle, 89 speed with ball. He's pretty fast, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, and he does have good strength at a 90. So I mean, this card's only flaw, I guess you could say, is maybe his driving dunk being a little bit low, because jump shot wise, he's got an 88 3 ball, 92 mid range, and he's got his jump shot on quick timing. And in my opinion, I think it's a very solid release and actually very easy to green. And then he's also got the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner as well. So for me, AK is going to be the first must-have card, and he's about 40 to 50,000 MT last time I checked. Now, next card here is going to be the Pink Diamond Lamar Odom. Now, the reason why I think he's a must-have card, at least for like a budget tier, is because he's only about 20 to 25,000 MT last time I checked. He might be about 30,000 MT right now, but he's a really good card for that price tag. He's a 6'10" small forward with a 6'11" wingspan, and he's just going to give you great all-around play. I'm not necessarily saying he's like the best small forward in my team. I just think for his price tag, he's one of the best cards you can get at his position. He's got 92 speed, 92 acceleration. He's got a good jump shot on quick time. And like, honestly, this Usman Dieng base is actually really easy to green, and the Cameron Reddish upper is very solid as well. So for me, I think Lamar Odom going to be the second must-have card in the game. I mean, just a very good all-around 6'10" small forward. He's got some good Hall of Fame playmaking badges, quick first step, hyper drive, hills for days, clamp breaker, and then defensively has Hall of Fame chase on artist and off-ball pass as well. Now, talking about some budget cards here, guys, I'll give you guys three must-have budget cards. First one here is going to be Wesley Person. He's only about like 2 to 3,000 MT. All of these cards are amethyst. All of these amethyst budget cards I'll be talking about are going to be under 5,000 MT. And first one I want to talk about is going to be Wesley Person. Like I said, he's a 6'6" shooting guard with a 6'9" wingspan. I mean, this card offensively is an absolute bucket. He's got a 96 3 ball, 94 mid range. He's got every shooting badge in the game at least on gold. Then he's also got Hall of Fame limitless range and Hall of Fame Agent 3 as well. So that's super nice to have on your shooting guard. And then you look at the animations, he's got the Oscar Robinson upper, which is one of the best uppers in the game, and he's got that on quick timing. So a super fast jump shot, very easy to green. And then he also does have the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner. So I mean, for an amethyst card that's under 5,000 MT, he's going to be super good and a must-have budget card. Now, another must-have budget card is going to be Amethyst Austin Reeves. He just recently came out in that new Cosmic set. He's a shooting guard, small forward, 6'5" with a 6'6" wingspan. I think close to Wesley Persons at the shooting guard position. I'm not sure who's better. I would say probably Wesley's a little bit better on the offensive end, but I'd say Reeves is probably better on the defensive side of things. Reeves does have his jump shot on quick timing though, and I've heard it's a pretty solid release. And he also does have the MJ dribble style and the normal MJ dribble style and the Kobe Bryant escape with the Pro 2 leaner. I think Pro 2 leaner is probably the second best leaner in the game besides like Steph Curry, Trae Young. So for me, I think Austin Reeves is definitely a must-have budget card. I mean, for under 5,000 MT, this is one of the best cards you can buy. And then the final must-have budget card I want to talk about is going to be Amethyst Kevin Porter Jr. Like I said at the start of the video, there'll be some kind of mid-tier prices like AK Lamar Odom. Then there'll be some more budget guys like KPJ, Austin Reeves, Wesley Person, and then we'll talk about some other cards that are going to be a little bit more expensive, and then obviously free cards as well. I want to give you guys a bunch of different options for the must-have tier, right? When I mean must-have, a lot of people do kind of get confused by that, I feel like, or a lot of people do get confused. What I mean is a must-have card for its price tag is a card that I recommend having on everybody's team for that specific. So if you guys are trying to build like an all-free team, I think those are some like must-have free cards on that squad. If you're trying to build a budget team, you know, KPJ, Reeves, and Wesley Person have to be on that best budget team. If you're trying to build, you know, a good team that's around like 100,000 MT per card, right, 80,000 MT per card, that's kind of like the expensive range, right? Obviously, I'm not going to be talking about cards that are like 600,000 MT, 500,000 MT, because those are just too expensive. And yes, there may be must-have cards for the best team in the game. And then obviously like the middle to kind of low tier, like the AK around 30-40, Lamar Odom around 30-40,000 MT, cards that if you're trying to build a team for that price are going to be really good. But like I said, KPJ is going to be the last like super budget card we talk about. He's still probably the best Amethyst point guard in the game and still one of the best Amethyst cards. He's a 6'6" point guard with a 6'9" wingspan, and he's going to be super elite on the offensive end. And then guys, the next must-have card here is going to be Galaxy Kazi Russell. Like I said, he's about 80,000 MT, 85k, because of the market crash with obviously a lot of good cards coming out recently, and obviously that 1,000 token pack in the token market for a guaranteed flash forward card, or flash forward opal I should say, has definitely dropped the price of a lot of these flash forward cards. And Kazi Russell I think is a must-have card for like 80 to 85,000 MT, still one of the best shooting guards in my team. He's 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan, and still probably the second best offensive shooting guard in the game behind Vince Carter. He's got a 93 ball, 90 mid-range, 93 speed, 93 acceleration. Dude's actually a very solid defender as well, 90 steal, 93 lateral quickness with a 93 perimeter. I mean, this card stats and badges wise is pretty much, I wouldn't say perfect, but a very good card stats and badges wise. And then you look at the animations, he's got a really good jump shot, the LaMelo Ball base, which is also on Tim Thomas, and the reason why Tim Thomas is super elite. And then he's also got that on quick timing, so he does have a really good jump shot. I think everybody would agree with that. So for me, Kazi Russell for about 80 to 85,000 MT, I do believe is going to be a must-have card. And then also from the flash forward set is going to be Galaxy Don Ol. I mean, just like Kazi Russell, like Kazi Russell's a top 5 shooting guard in my opinion, the 4th best shooting guard, and he's only 80,000 MT compared to the other shooting guards. Terry Dishinger is like 150, 200,000 MT, Vince Carter's like 600,000, and then Dr. J is like a crazy long grind. So you get a very good shooting guard, very close to guys like Dr. J and Terry Dishinger, and he's only 80,000. To me, that's definitely a must-have card. And the next one, once again, just like Kazi Russell, going to be Don Ol, who I believe is a top 5 point guard. And once again, he's a lot cheaper than guys like James Harden. He's a lot cheaper than John Morant, a lot cheaper than Pennies and Magic, because now he's dropped in price to about 70 to 80,000 MT, and he's still an amazing point guard. He's 6'3" with a 6'8" wingspan. He's going to be super nice on the offensive end, having a 92 3 ball, 92 mid range. He's also got 95 speed, 95 acceleration, so super fast at the point guard position, and going to be a very good defender on the perimeter, having a 95 steal, 95 lateral quickness with a 95 perimeter defense. And then also has some amazing Hall of Fame badges, especially for playmaking, including Unpluckable, Quick First Step, Hyperdrive, Handles for Days, Floor General, Dimer, and Claim Breaker as well. And then offensively also does have Hall of Fame limitless range. And then animations wise, he's got a really good jump shot, the Derrick Rose base on quick timing, and he's got some pretty good dribble sticks, including the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner as well. So for me, Don Ol for about 80,000 MT is definitely going to be a must-have card. And then last card here I want to talk about from the flash forward set is going to be Dolph Schayes. Now, if you wanted to spend a little bit more MT, you could obviously get Terry Dishinger over Kazi Russell, and you could maybe get Bob Nedelecki over a guy like Dolph Schayes, right? So I think Dolph Schayes is a really good power forward though for about 80 to 85,000 MT. That's just kind of the price tag these 3 Galaxy Opals go for. Dolph Schayes is basically just a worse Bob Nedelecki, super good on the offensive end, has a really good jump shot, and super hard to guard. Defensively, I mean, he's only 6'8" at the power forward spot, so it might be a tiny bit undersized, but all around I do believe is going to be a must-have card. And then the final, expensive card here on the must-have list is going to be Pink Diamond David Robinson. And yes, he's not going to be Yao Ming at the center position, but your best bet to not stop Yao Ming, but your best bet to run at center besides Yao is definitely D-Rob. I still think he's the second best center in the game, and he's dropped a lot in price. He's definitely below 150,000 MT, which I think is really good value for the second best center, especially when the best center in the game is Galaxy Opal Yao Ming, who is like the best card in my team. So obviously D-Rob is not going to be better than him or even close to Yao Ming, but D-Rob still going to be a very elite center, great on the defensive end, and obviously super good on offense, having one of the best big man jump shots and a really high 3 ball as well. Now the final thing I want to talk about, guys, is basically just going to be free cards. What are the best free cards to be grinding for right now, and free cards that are must have on your team and just on a free team as well? So first one here is going to be Paul Pierce. He's an amazing shooting guard. He's 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan. I'm counting all of these free cards just as one card because I didn't want to have 5 free cards and it takes up half the list. So I just want to include them, just as like a free card section as one card in this top 10. But Paul Pierce is going to be a great defender, obviously really good 3 ball rating, having a 95 3 ball, 94 mid range, and has some really good Hall of Fame shooting badges. Obviously super nice to have on the card. And jump shot wise, the most interesting thing about the card is definitely his jump shot, because it is on very quick. It's normally super slow though, and his jump shot is really slow this year in game, but the fact that it's on very quick does make it a lot faster. Is it a good release? I would say no, but it's not bad in the catch and shoot. It is definitely slow off the dribble, but Paul Pierce I definitely think is a free card you guys want to be grinding for. And then another free card you guys want to be going for is pretty much all of these cards in the season 4 takeover set, the part 2, because obviously, you know, part 1 was for the Galaxy Yi, who we'll talk about in a second, but these cards are definitely worth grinding for. I'd say pretty much anybody in these 5 cards are all going to be must-have free cards. Baron Davis, really good point guard. Kukoc is solid, very comparable to a guy like Lamar Odom. Willis Reed, a super underrated power forward. I think better than guys like Bam, Sean Kemp, and maybe even better than a guy like AD. And then JaVale McGee, a super good center, who's probably better than guys like Wang Zizi and Kristaps as well. So if you're grinding for free cards, make sure you guys are going after these 5 free cards. And then last thing I want to talk about, guys, is going to be the Galaxy Yi. Now, you can't necessarily get this card anymore. That's why I didn't want to include him on this top 10, because you can't actually get him. So if I said he was a must-have card, if people haven't gone for him, then they can't really go for him. But Yi was definitely a must-have card. I mean, he's probably one of the best free cards we've ever gotten in my team, at least over the past couple years. I mean, such a good free card for honestly not that much grinding. And then in his set, I mean, Larry Nance was pretty good, and Wang Zizi as well. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for my top 10 must-have cards in my team right now in season 4 in NBA 2K23 my team. But let me know what you guys would change about it in the comment section down below, and let me know some other really good must-have cards you guys think are in the game, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.